Why hello everybody, so welcome to another level up. Today we'll be talking about how to make sure your pieces don't get lost in blind bidding. Now the thing is, I'm not a very rich person. I even have a series called Gaming Poor, and thus there are several games with a lot of smaller pieces that if they get lost, I don't have the money to replace them by buying the whole new board game again. So like example with the biggest problems are the three games in front of me: Game of Thrones, Tribune, and Spartacus, because they have blind bidding. And that's actually a problem, not because of the hundreds of pieces that they have. Things on the table and all that, they don't get moved a lot, are still not that much of an issue, or either they stay on the table. The problem is blind bidding. And that's because people hold it in their hand, they have to put it under the table, and it moves about a lot. And the thing is that one or two pieces being lost, except for the Game of Thrones one, is okay, but as time goes by, as pieces go missing, it becomes a problem because there's not enough. And the Game of Thrones one is even bigger of a problem because their pieces are of a certain size. So if one piece gets missing and you replace it, for example, with a red bead stone, when the person holds it in the hand, it just looks different. You can game it. So basically, I'm anal too about losing my pieces, so I don't table them as much until recently that I found out how to prevent the blind bidding process from basically having hold it, bring it on the table, and basically losing pieces. And just give an example of how pieces get lost. It can be a myriad of ways. For example, the person I was playing with, some of them have sweaty palms, and some of them get into the game, which is not bad, and so they hold it really, really tightly. And so what happens is it sticks to their hand, and then when they lose it, so you don't even know it gets lost. In fact, that's how I found that some of my pieces got lost. Is after a while, especially for the Tribune one, a lot of my smaller coins, as you see over there, these are really small. I started to have really, really little left, and I started to count. I went to count them, and long and behold, quite a few pieces had gone missing. So that's when I started to think of the ideas of how to use certain other things to replace it, and I came up with the following idea. The following idea is pretty simple. It's basically instead of using the pieces by blind bidding in your hand, keep them behind, like example the power tokens and the coins, and then you can leave them on the table, but you blind bid using cards. Now, how do you do this? It's pretty simple. Alright, what happens is they're 1 to 13. Alright, and most of these games have, example with the three games here, you probably won't get more than, let's say, 30 or 40. So one deck of cards is more than enough. Example like that, one suit is 13, and so you could set it, like you can even write it, like you just write it up here. Example, this is 13, and then the clubs can be like 20 to whatever number it is, and so forth and so on. So that's pretty simple. And the best part is when they blind bid, instead of everything, let's say they blind bid and let's say they have 13, they just take out, like example, how much they want to bid and put it face down, and then they'll review it. You see, none of the pieces move, none of the pieces leave the table, and you pay the subsequent amount. It's as simple as that. And most of the time, example, like when you're playing Game of Thrones, I think each faction has about 20 power tokens. You can just, all you need to do, and this even saves you money, you buy one deck card and just split it in two. Each side gets 2 suits, one black, one red, and they're good to go. You can even do bigger amounts. Example, you can have the diamonds be the 10s, or either the red colors be the 10s number, and a black number be the 1. So example, if I wanted to bet, like, let's say it's 13, let's say, so I put a 1 there and a 3. So when they reveal, it'll be 13, 1, 3, and to make sure that no one knows that you're putting down 2 cards, you can set it at the start of the game that everybody has to put down, example, 2 cards, and you can do that subsequently for numbers into the hundreds or even the thousands with 4, since you have 4 suits. Again, it's how you wish to do it. It's really simple, and to make it even more how you say versatile. You can even use the jokers as zeros, so you can put down and bet nothing. You see? So it's pretty simple. So that's my idea. It would definitely help me table this game more, because being anal and poor doesn't help the situation that you would table these games that much. I really hope that I do play these games much more, and with this idea I'm much more happier to bring the games out now. So thank you very much. Till next word.